Hello, how are you? Do you know Lepobrina or about Slivovitz? Surely you do. But what about the werewolf Miloš? The werewolf Miloš terrified Serbia. In the small Serbian village of Kalište, nestled among the mountains of western Serbia, legends of werewolves have lived among the people for centuries. These stories are passed down from generation to generation, instilling fear and mystery that envelop the local culture and identity. According to one of the most famous legends, a man named Miloš lived in the village. He was an ordinary hunter, known for his skills and knowledge of the forests. One night, during a full moon, Miloš disappeared without a trace. The villagers were puzzled, but they did not suspect that they were about to face something horrifying. Over the next few nights, the villagers began noticing strange and aggressive wolves attacking their livestock. The wolves were unusually large and ferocious, as if driven by a supernatural force. People began to connect these attacks with Miloš's disappearance, and suspicion arose that he might have turned into a werewolf. After a few days, Miloš returned to the village, but he was extremely exhausted and remembered nothing from the time he had been gone. He told the villagers that he had woken up in the forest, covered in blood, with no memory of what had happened. The villagers were horrified and began to avoid him, convinced that he was under the power of a sinister curse. The villagers decided to watch Miloš during the next full moon to determine whether he truly transformed into a wolf. They locked him in an old barn and stood guard. As night fell and the moon rose, a terrifying transformation unfolded before their eyes. Miloš began to turn into a wolf. His skin stretched, and his bones shifted until, in the end, a massive wolf stood before them. The sight horrified everyone, but they knew they had to act. They sought help from a local healer, known for his magical abilities. The healer performed a ritual involving special herbs and incantations to return Miloš to his human form and free him from the curse. According to the stories, the ritual was successful, and Miloš was released from the dreadful curse of the werewolf. He thanked his fellow villagers, but his life was never the same again. The people of the village continued to avoid him, and Miloš lived in isolation, far from the others.